Hey guys, I am doing a collaboration with Kokorosa Studio and I chose all Christmas dies and stamps, and I actually chose a nice little stamp block. I will measure this. This is 2 by 2. It is a great width and it is a great size. It is great for drying things under too. When you sit it on top of things to dry, it's the perfect size for those small things, and your glue bottle can fit right on it. So love that. It came in very handy with my stamp set that I chose too. So I chose this candy cane and snowflake die. Here it is in just plain white, and if you use thick enough cardstock, most of the little white dashes will not come out. You can poke them out, but if you need to choose thick cardstock to keep them in. So what I made was a card, and it's a reverse scallop circle. That was the largest round die I had, and I just created it. All it is in plain red, and then I added some bling. And this is with a Miss Kate paper pack. And then I put a little hinge in there and made a card. Isn't that the cutest? And let's just give you an idea the size of this card. So it's almost 5 inches. So it is mailable. You would probably have to do a square envelope, but it's definitely mailable. But how cute is that? How pretty is this die? I'm going to leave it out of the package. So gorgeous. Then I changed it and made it in white, and I cut off all of the snowflakes and I used them on the next card. But I raised this up, put a foam snowflake. I actually put a little circle behind there in the light tealish green, and it's kind of a embossed sweater fabric in there, but made a nice card. This is A2 size for Christmas. This is where I use the extra snowflakes, and because I just wanted red and white on this one and candy canes, and this one I wanted red and white candy canes or pink and red candy canes with the white snowflakes, and then accentuate with a glitter snowflake on top. And there we go. Then I decided, because I hadn't played enough with this die, I loved it so much, I decided I was going to make a memory decks. And if anybody needs to know the names of the papers, I use so many papers. Just ask in the comments which item and mention the die set, and I will let you know which one it is. So back here in the back, if you peek back here in the back, there is the snowflake and the candy cane, and it's round. And this is a memory decks die set. Absolutely love this. And just to show you how I made this, I cut an extra one, and of course I did pop it up on foam, but this is just to show you how I made it. So you do your memory decks card, choose your background, put your die in, your candy cane and snowflake die, and then you would do your foam tape and then your acetate. But I think this one I'm going to make like this and do it flat and just decorate the side. That actually would be mailable now that I think about it. So there are those dies. Had so much fun. The next die set is right here. It is a sled, and it is so beautiful. Let me pull it out. And you get so many pieces. I tried to put all the pieces back on the card so you can see it. This goes like right here. So you get your gold on there is how I did it. So I made a mini slimline. So I did the sled. I just put it on a sloped, snowy looking background. You receive all of these packages. You receive the bow with the ribbon and then the bows. You also receive a few extra that I didn't use. This round, I think, is a bell, and then this flag. So you can use all or some. Is that not the cutest? So it was so nice to do these while the holiday rush wasn't happening, and I have plenty of time to just really decorate and embellish. So on that note, I thought, what would this look like if I used a little box maker and turned this into a little sleigh, like an actual Santa's sleigh. So fun to make, so easy to make, and it's just 1 inch right here, and you just fit your strip to make the sled. So cute. Now I did reinforce the sleigh rails, and I used 4 pieces for each side. Look at that. You could fill it with candy. I just happened to use red and white beads, really in a red and white mood. It's very full of beads. Had so much fun making it. It was so much fun, you know, seeing it come together. All right, the next die set that I chose, they are houses, like a village, and I will link all of the dies in the description below, and it's 2 pieces. So you have the large piece, and then you have the small piece. And this one was very easy to get back on the card. All right, so I'm gonna move some stuff around. I'll move this die set over here. So this one I created using the large dies in the background and the small dies in the foreground, pop them up on foam, and they are, I mean, this is totally mailable. It is absolutely adorable. And instead of individually piecing the windows, I just trimmed out a piece. I actually ran this through my Big Shot as like an embossing with the silicone mat and the embossing plate, and then trimmed out just quickly with a pair of scissors. Nothing exact because it was going to be glued on top, and it worked out great. And then I did choose a sentiment that said Happy Holidays from my stash. This one I created just using the large die and created that, did the same in the background, added a Santa and reindeer and a Believe. I mean, just absolutely stunning cards. You can use one, you can use both, and you don't have to make a card. So I had this beautiful background left over from cutting this, so I just turned it into a bookmark. So it'll leave you a background like this, and then you just pop your die right in there. I actually used, it's like Wink of Stella, but it's the scrapbook.com to do the windows, and this is just on top of white 110-pound cardstock, and I just glittered them. So it was, you could choose to do that instead of using glitter paper. Very simple, and I love this paper with this die set. Just love it. Then I wasn't done. I just wasn't done playing with it. So I decided to make a tag, and I used what came out of here, placed it on paper, which is actually the same paper sheet that this one was. It's a 49 in Market. So like I said, if you need to know the specifics, just leave it in the comments and I'll go through all my goodies and let you know what I use. But I was switching from paper to paper to paper because I just had so much time to play. I love it. This is definitely something I'm going to continue to do, is to play with holiday dies after the holiday's over. It's been a lot of fun. So I added that Santa from my stash, put this on here, put the houses on there, just the small houses, and then added Santa. Just these complemented the dies that I already own so beautifully. All right, so here is the, let's see if I can get a piece of white paper. Here is the stamp set I chose. So you have yourself a merry little Christmas. It's Christmas time, mistletoe and wine. Have a holly jolly Christmas. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? And then you receive all these notes right here. You have a poinsettia, mistletoe, some just foliage, some leaves, and it's the most wonderful time of the year. So I tried to use as many of these as I could to show you guys. Oh my gosh, they're so versatile. They're a very nice size too. So I'm gonna stick that over here. And the first one I did, I just got out my distress inks and I just did a little red and a little green, and I stamped the sleigh bells ring, are you listening? I stamped a piece of pink cardstock using this and using the small notes. It worked beautifully. It was so easy. I actually stuck them right in the corner, dabbed them in my ink pad, and just easily moved all around. It was so nice, so easy. So I love that block. I will be buying more. Put it on a piece of, so I did add some of the greenery, some of the mistletoe, and you can kind of see some of the leaves back there in the back. And I just had a really quick, simple tag. Then I was thinking, what about journal cards? Sometimes we have, and I use this pack of journal cards from My Mind's Eye. I thought sometimes we just have these journal cards that don't have anything on them. Let me pull out so you'll be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So you have journal cards that just don't have anything on them, and you think, what am I going to do with these? Like this one. What am I going to do with that? And this one. Put something right here. And you could easily emboss these. I just chose to, I was switching around with different colored distress inks. This one I backed this journal card because when I make a journal, I like to have these to stick in the pockets like this, and then you have just a little extra something to write on. So that's just an example. So this is the most wonderful time of the year. These trees were already there. I mean, this could be turned into a card front. Have a holly jolly Christmas. I mean, these were all put together, and then I just backed them. I backed some in white and some in green and red. Have yourself a merry little Christmas, most wonderful time of the year. Merry little Christmas. Have a holly jolly Christmas. So they all, and then all of them I can write on or put a picture on. So I thought they were so cute. I decided, since they're 3x4 journal cards, I'll do a 3.5 by 4.5 card. So it's a little smaller card, but I absolutely love it. And you could bling it up if you'd like. And I made A2 size cards. So I made an A2 size card with this journal card. I backed it with red and then did my A2 size nesting die. And I blinged it up and it looks so pretty. This one, I just wasn't done. I just had time and wanted to play. I had everything out and I have so many cards already ready for Christmas next year. So before Thanksgiving, I can have my stuff done and mailed out and people will just be like, what? This one, I chose this is like a Tim Holtz die. It's a burst, like a label. I used, this is another journal card. Then I backed it with, it's these nesting, most people have these rectangular A2 nesting dies. And they possibly sell them on their website. And then I embossed this with like a sweater embossed folder. So all those goodies from one stamp set. Okay, so the next thing I chose, I know it's a lot, right? Their prices are fantastic and their shipping is quick. So the next one I chose was this gingerbread house. And I have just forgotten to show you one thing. I'm gonna save it for last. It's so cute. Okay, so we'll just save that for last. I'm going to move it a little closer to myself so I don't forget. Okay, so I chose the Gingerbread die set, Gingerbread House die set, and it has, okay, it has little pieces that go with it. And they are on this desk. They are right here. I put them on a magnet so I wouldn't lose them. But it's all the pieces that you need. You have your house, you have your background, you have your icing, you have your door, your window, your little top window, little icings if you want to use it on that window. You have an extra candy cane which fits the candy cane chimney. Okay, so I will show you the two cute items I made with that. I made a Christmas card using Doodlebug Designs, and I kind of made it to look more like a cookie because I wanted the gingerbread in the background. Now on this candy cane, I pieced the pieces inside. Then on this one, I put the candy cane on top, but I was using a white border, so it kind of seamlessly went. But you could either way, you can piece them, or you can place it on top. You can do your colors, or you can do it monochromatic like I did. I just was kind of liking the white and red kind of candy cane look. So it looks like a little Christmas house. So this one looks more like a cookie. This one looks more like a house. I love it. So versatile. And now I'm all ready for Christmas. So the last thing that I forgot to show, and it is using this candy cane die right here, is I decided I didn't have a wand this year for Christmas. So I decided to make a wand. Is that not just the prettiest thing ever? And then I popped these up in either single bud vases or milk jug, like individual milks, vintage ones. So all I did was make a rosette, use some of my eyelash trim, which is this from Hobby Lobby, this right here. It was very simple. So solid red eyelash trim. I have glittered scallop circle right here, popped up on foam. I have an embossed sweater fabric circle, not fabric, paper circle on top of foam. And then I have the candy canes, and I did, let's see, what did I do for this one? I did all white, and most of the white stayed in the candy cane, and then I cut a red one and then cut off the red snowflakes. So it was very simple. It was just a few layers, and then voila, the cutest little wand. It's so festive. It will go with any decor, and I just had a ball. So I will keep playing and I will keep sharing. And then I did want to show you for the stamps, these cut out beautifully. Just in standard, these I just cut in squares. You don't need a die. This one was a label die. They fit in my dies beautifully. I think they've been sized to fit into dies seamlessly. So those are all the creations that I made with my collaboration with Kokorosa Studio. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I will leave a link to their website. I will leave all the information for all the dies. And like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.